Well, good afternoon. Welcome back to Mill. My name is Bill. This is Pirate Solutions Forestry. And we're continuing on the timber frame order, continuing to try to get this stellicut band to wear out. We have not been able to do it yet. We're over 2,000 board feet on it. I don't know how it's still cutting, but it is. It's not just cutting, it's cutting true and straight and flat still. Now, obviously, I have to put some pressure on it. It's not cutting like it was when it was brand new. But I think the combination of the new roller guide system from Norwood and the stellicut bands, I think, are kind of a home run. The roller guides extend the life of the band. They really do, by putting pressure, the down pressure on them and tightening them up, the band pressure up between the guides, as opposed to the ceramics where the band's just floating in between them. And I really think that has a big deal to do with it. So I'll show you where I am. Last night, after I shot my second video and signed off, I cut some more stuff. Now, I don't know exactly where I left you guys off. I think I cut 3 more logs afterwards. They were small logs. I finished all my posts, my corner posts. Those are all 8 foot. I cut 2 more girts. All my rafters are done, I believe. Yeah. And I think my corner posts are done. We'll take a look at the list here and we'll see where we are. I have just bucked it off. It was kind of a funky log with a weird end on it. It's a pitch pine and it's debarked. It's 10'6" long. So let's see where we are here. So I take it back. I'm not done with the rafters yet. I still have 2 more to cut. I've got 16 done. I need 18. So I'm not done with my rafters. I am done with my posts. I've got 3 tie beams to cut, but those are 12 feet long, so that's not going to work here. And I have 2 cut of my 5 4x5 wall girts. And that's all we have to do. So we have to cut 3 more 4x5s at 10 feet. We have to cut 2 more 5x5s at 10 feet. And actually, these 4x5s can be 8. And then we have to cut 3 tie beams at 12, and that's it for this whole order. So this log is 10'6", so I can either cut girts or rafters. So I need 5x5s or 4x5s. So that's what I'm going to be shooting for when this thing cants out. What I'm going to do is blast it into as big a cant as I possibly can. And then we're going to see how it works itself out. I've got some smaller logs over on the log deck over here that I can kind of cut 1/1 out of, 1 post per. Let's see about where we are so we have an idea. So this is 15 wide. 15 wide, probably 16 tall-ish. So where that works out, let's just call it 15, is 70 and 35 is 10. It's 10.5-inch cant. So that works out for both of our things. I'd like to get, I could probably get 2 5x5s and 2 4x5s out of this. If I can get it into a 10.5-inch cant. That'd be awesome. That would finish my rafters and get me down to where I only need 1 8-foot girt. So that's going to be our plan, is to try to get it to 10 1/8 by 10 1/8. Even 10 by 9 1/8. 10 1/8 by 9 1/8 would work as well, because I could cut 2 5x5 side to side and 2 4x5 side to side. So 10 1/8 by 9 1/8 is what we're shooting for. Get 4 of them out of this. It's kind of a weird log. Not exactly. I'm just going to take this end as where I need to get to. So let's just say our top cut's going to be somewhere around 16, 15. Probably try it at 16, flip it over and see what we end up with, and try to stay away from 10 1/8. That's our goal. Our goal is to stay away from 10 1/8 and get rid of all the wane. So that's what we're going to go with. Then I think everything's ready to go here. So we'll try it at 16 and see if this band will keep cutting. It's just a friggin' miracle right now. So we'll get up to 16, spread ourselves out a little bit. Let's see what happens here, guys. Oh, hold on, I gotta shut this off. And one more thing, the Pine Allen that I'm running right now, that I'm testing out, the solvent, I found something out interesting about it. That Pine Allen, which is this stuff I get from Home Depot, and it's cheaper than Pine Sol, so I decided to try it. Somehow it coats the band so that if you do, normally I take my bands off at night, but I left this one on, and it had a puddle of water on it, and it didn't rust where the puddle of water was. That's pretty remarkable. That's very uncommon. So if that's how that turns out, that works, that's the shit to go with right there. So anyway, we'll get back out of here. So we'll try it at 16. It looks kind of high. Probably try it at 15. Yeah, it's definitely high. I'm going to try it at 15. This might be high. So no doubt about it, I'm going to have to come down to 14. We're going to start fighting into what we can do with this log, but that still gives us 4 inches to take off the other side. So we're going to take it off at 14 and probably flip it over. All right, so we're going to flip it over, Bill. A nice big flat on it. Looks like I'd have no problem getting a 10 out of this. Yeah, I'm 10 wide now, my narrowest spot. So that's good. If I can get 10 1/8 by 9 1/8, that would be incredible. That would actually probably, because I'm so effing tired, that'd probably be all I'd do today would be mill this one log. I've got a lot of cleanup out here to do and a lot of edging to do and stuff like that. Some of this bark off. And like I said, this is a pitch pine. It's fairly, because the bark's coming off it, it's fairly clean. It does have a weird little crook in it like this, which might mean that this might be my 9.5 dimension. We'll hope. So take the top off it, and we'll flip it on its side and see what happens. Now this is going to leave us top cut around 13 or 12. Still looking good. I might just go to 12. Don't want to mess around with this log all day. I would say I have a good enough flat on this side to at least flip it on its side. That doesn't mean that I'm going to be waneless. This side looks like it might be a horns up situation. It'd almost be better if I went all the way over with it, but let's see what it looks like when we flip it up. Sorry if I'm talking slow, I'm tired. So let's just see where this is going to measure out here the way it is. So I'm about 15 to the top there. This side looks kind of high. Yeah, I'm like 20 to the top here. That's all because of, oh no, that's off the bunk. That is off the bunk. So I could bring this up. That's going to go down when I do it. It makes no sense to measure from the pith. Just forget about it. So I think I'm going to try to bring that up 2 inches. Myself a 2-inch block here. Bring it up 2 inches first, and then I'll try to level it or plumb it. See if I can do this one hand. Oh yeah, no problem. All right, so that should get us in the ballpark. Let's do a quick measurement. So that side went down, this side went up. 2 inches should have corrected basically 4. So right now I'm basically 17 to the top. And I'm 17 to the top. It's perfect. All right. So now we just have to get it plumb. Or perpendicular to the bunks, which in my case is plumb because my bunks are level. Okay, that's perfect right there. If that will stay there, I'm good. See if that stayed. We got a lot of cleanup. Oh, no, it didn't. Nope, it's going to go way over more now. Don't have a belt on, so my pants are falling down. Okay, that's perfect there. See if we can get one dog in it that's going to hold it where it is. Yeah, that's good. It's really good. So, what I would like to do is I got to eat this dog better. Take this one up high. Make sure we stayed where we were. Could tweak the smallest fucking amount like that. Perfect. All right. So we know we're 17 to the top. I think this cut will end up being around 16. That looks about right. We'll try it at 16. Might be a little low in the middle. Might have to come to 15. But we'll just get a flat spot on this side, flip it over. So we are going to have to come to 15. Maybe even 14. We're going to see. Take it at 15 right now. A lot of lane in the middle. Definitely going to have to come to 14. Just going to want to check my height here. Make sure I'm not getting into trouble. I think I'm okay. I'm going to come to 14, take one more flitch off. Still pretty oversized. We're going to flip it on its side. I'm going to look at which side has the worst wane. So this side has pretty bad wane. So I'm going to take a little bit off both sides. I think I'm still 12 wide. Yeah. So I'll take this side down to 11. Then we'll flip it up, mill it to 10 1/8 or 9 1/8. We'll split it in half, flip it on its side. We'll take that other side off an inch to 10 1/8 or 9 1/8, however it works out. And then we'll be D-O-N-E. Oh shit, the friggin' board didn't come out. Typically these boards fall out. Okay. So we're just gonna take this side to 11. Make sure our stops are still low enough. Yep. Okay. Now we'll flip it up, take the top off it, either to 10 1/8 or 9 1/8, depending on how the lane looks. Doesn't really matter at this point. We need 10 1/8 by 9 1/8 to be perfect. We're gonna have to drop our stops. Let's just take them down to 4. How about 3? 3, and then technically, if I take them to 3, I'll never hit them. So now at 3, they're totally out of the way. The lowest I'm going to go is 4. So right now it's kind of looking like this dimension is going to be 9 1/8. Yep. You know, I think I'm just going to take it there. I'm just going to go straight to 9 1/8. Yeah, it seemed to work out good. This big old chunk off here. So at 9 1/8, this way, I can drop down 4, just go down to 5. take it in half, then flip it up, cut it to 10 1/8, and then cut it in half, and I think that's good. So I'm coming 5 up off the deck. It's going to leave me 4 on the top. Now I should just be able to flip this up. And I want to get my dogs way back, pull it this way, flip it up, cut it at 10 1/8, and cut it in half at 5. And I should end up with 2 4x5s and 2 5x5s. And hopefully your PV holds on to it so that you don't flip this one over the stops. You know, you could put one of your stops up. I'm going to try it. But if your PV grabs it like this, then you should be okay. Yep. All right, cool. We shove them over against the stops, cut it to 10 1/8, cut it in half at 5, and we have 4 pieces. And I have to get that big chunk out of the way. My dust chute was hitting it on the way by. And this is all part of the mapping process as you go through these. Oh, 10 1/8, right there. You drop the 5 and take it off the 5, and we are DONE. Two, three, four, five, 6, 7. Shut it off. Take it back. Throw these 2 1-bys up on top of my pile here. These can go in my over with my beams. And tomorrow's going to end up being cleanup mode. So what we have now is we have 5 by 5, 5 by 5, 4 by 5 by 5. So we have 2 4x5s, 2 5x5s. We'll go mark those off on the list, see where we are. There's a really, really good use of that log. You know, Danny's here, he's got a bum foot. We're trying to get his foot to heal. He got a big raw spot on it, so it's been bandaged up for a few days. It's almost ready. It's all scabbed over now. So take a look at our list. And we got 2 4x5s. That means I need one more. And 2 5x5s. And that gets me to 18. So this one's done. The 375 board feet of those. And I need one more of these, and that one's done. And then all I have to do is cut 3 7x8s. So I do appreciate the watch. Hopefully this was short and sweet. That log went pretty well for as screwed up as it was. That kind of worked out perfect. I'm glad that I grabbed that log. I may, just based on the fact that I need one more 4x5 at 8 feet, I may grab one of my logs over here and just cut it. So I'm done with that. And then I got to shift over into 12 footers to cut those last 3 tie beams. And then all this is ready and he can get it all out of here maybe over the weekend or beginning of the week next week, something like that. So, and then I'll just be dealing with all this 1x material because I'm sure that at some point he's going to come and want a ship pile of 1x material, and I need the 1x material for my shed. So, mechanics gloves, prototypes, did wear a hole in the finger finally. Took a long time. These are great. I'm very, very, very happy with these. These are prototypes. Oh, got another hole right there. Got another little hole right there. So these lasted a long time. I am in contact with mechanics, giving my feedback on these. I can't wait for these to come out on the market. And I've got 2 new pairs of gloves, one technical Husqvarna that I bought and another pair of the mechanics gloves that they sent me that I'm going to try out. And I'll wear those all out before I will go get another pair. For now, I'm going to write on those what they are so that he will know. Rafter, girt, and throw them in the pile and see about maybe throwing up a small log and cutting that last girt, that last 4x5. So I appreciate the watch. There's a possibility I may not cut either one of those 2, that I'll just grab a 12 footer. So if I could possibly take a girt for bonus material, I don't know. Maybe I'll just pull one of those small logs up because it only needs to be 8 feet and just cut it into a 4x5 and be done with it. But next time you see me, we will probably be cutting those 3 12-foot 7x8s to finish this order up. So appreciate the watch. Like, share, subscribe. If you want, hit me up with any questions. I answer everything back. If I get the notification that you sent me a question, which normally I do, or you commented, I do answer everything back. So stellicut bands, what am I going to say at this point, boys and girls? Still going. Thing is still going. And I got to be 2,500 board feet. Still cutting perfect. I mean, I don't know what to say. I have one in here with a little over 1,000 on it that I took off to put that one on. I'm going to put, when that one wears out, I'm going to put that one, I'm going to put the other one back on and see if I can wear another 1,000 out of it. I mean, I don't know what to say about them. In pine, they cut incredible. There's nothing else you can say about it. So, and I think that has a lot to do with having the roller guides too. So you might not get the same results if you have the ceramics. Appreciate the watch. And for now, for myself and Danny and Pirate Solutions Forestry, we are out.